Hi guys, it's Kaz from Graphics by Kaz here, and today we're going to be looking at how to close the gap if you have a lot of room between your alert image and your system text. Let me give you an example of what that looks like. So right now I have the text underneath the image here, and I'm going to click test bits because that is the alert that we're playing with at the moment. And you see, there's just a lot of space here between the actual alert and then the system text beneath it. And what we want to do is close that gap. So there's going to be a little bit of coding involved. However, it's not scary. It's literally one line and you can copy and paste it from the description. So to start off, you need to add your alert box, and then you can double click on it and do everything that I'm going to do inside the alert here. However, I'm not a massive fan of the new UI that Streamlabs are using inside their properties panel. And also it's caused my system to crash a lot. So I'm just going to be using the web version here, which basically mirrors the whole thing and is exactly the same. So make sure you have your alert box in Streamlabs OBS and then log into your alert box on the browser at streamlabs.com. And then just go into your alert box and then pick the alert that you want to mess around with. So right now we're on bits. Here is the layout we have, and as you can see, you've got the alert and then the text beneath it. What we want to do is click on this one where the text is actually inside the alert. So if I click save at the bottom here, so if I show you what this looks like now, if I test bits, as you can see, the alert is right over the top of it. So that doesn't look good either, and we don't want that. However, we are going to fix that by doing this next step, which is enabling the CSS and HTML. Come down to this section here, which is enable custom HTML on CSS. Click enable, and then you're going to want to go to the CSS panel here. Scroll down right to the bottom until you get to alert text. Now what we're going to do is press enter. We're going to type padding dash top colon space 120px semicolon. And if you want, you can add a little space here just to line it up with the rest of it. If we click save now and then go back up, and we're going to click on test bits again, it's slightly lower down now. It's not right over the top of it. So what we need to do is play around with this a little bit more. So we need to change this to, say, 300. We're going to click save settings again. Go up and test it once again. And there we go. So 300 was sort of like the key mark here. You might need to play around with this number, and you can do quite a lot of stuff with it. As another example, I'll press, say, like 1,000 padding from the top, and then click save. And then we'll go back up here, test bits again. And as you can see, it's been pushed off the page. It's just pushed it so far down. We pushed it 1,000 pixels off, which basically means it's not showing anymore because you can't see it. So if you've done something like that and you can't see the text alert anymore, that could be the reason it's been pushed off the page. So you might need to play around with this number. About 320 pixels seems to work quite well. So just make sure you're clicking save settings and then go back to test bits again. And as you can see, that's sort of like a perfect number for this particular setup. So again, play around with that. 120 works quite well sometimes. In this instance, 300 works quite well. So you just got to have to play around and see what works best for you. Just to be cautious, this is the text alert right at the bottom of the CSS panel. There is another text alert higher up, which is where the padding and the text shadow is. Ignore that. I'm not sure why it appears in two different places. Probably someone who's better at code will be able to tell you. However, you want to go for this one at the bottom here. That's the one that you're going to want to mess around with. I wouldn't recommend trying anything else in this box unless you know what you're doing with HTML, and I do not. This is the only thing I really know how to do. But I hope that's helpful for you guys. I'll also make this video with the Twitch alerts because you can do a very similar thing using the new Twitch alerts. However, Streamlabs is what I've been using for a while, so I thought it best to show how to do that here first. Anyway, thank you so much for watching, guys. If you found this video helpful, give it a like and a thumbs up, and I will see you next time.